to make all their money.
And let's be clear that they then just made-up derivatives, paper, credit default swaps, and insurance certifications, used the money off that, leveraged it 10 times, then went out and engaged in all these different manipulations of the stock market. This is just a complete group of con artist frauds.
That's right. And the only way you can overcome that is completely nationalize the Federal Reserve and nationalize all federal banks.
But here's the problem. The globalists are going to stage wars, stage nuke attacks, release bioweapons. They're going to try to use Northcom to block Gaylon Ross and Ron Paul and others from doing this. So do you educate the public about false flag terror?
That's right. You have to, first of all, you got to do it with education.
Yeah, because they're not going to just let us go do this. I mean, clearly we're marching. People are waking up. We have a chance to do this, to dream as destiny. But I'm saying they're not going to just sit back and let us do this. So what's your idea there?
Well, that's one of the reasons for this book, is try to educate the people of what's really going on behind the scenes. And once everybody understands what's going on, then instead of 1 million people marching on Washington, there might be 5 million.
I agree with you. If the average cop who's being given a microwave gun to attack peaceful protesters realizes his future is being destroyed too, then there's a good chance that he's not going to go along with it.
That's right. And if the law enforcement people have a copy of this book or similar information, then you're right. When they say, all right, let's go march on those people, well, then they say, no, I don't think that's right. We're not going to do that. And then the officers might rebel. So but it has to all be based on education.
Well, I mean, you're an engineer who worked with oil and things. I mean, they admit that sodium fluoride in the water brain damages people. They admit the Germans put it in people's water. The Soviets did. I mean, when we tell cops don't drink the water, I mean, this is an evil elite.
That's right.
Tell folks what sodium fluoride does to your brain.
Sodium fluoride is a chemical that the Russians and the South Africans and the Israelis use to make their people docile. And it's in toothpaste, it's in water. And
by the way, on record, they admit they do this. I mean, this is not our opinion.
That's right. And and if you read the label on a toothpaste box, it says if you swallow more than a little bit of this, immediately go to the poison control center. Because it's a known poison.
But I mean, I just bring that up of they're poisoning our water. Well, why are we even here debating this with each other?
That's right.
I mean, I'm asking FBI agents and others, did you get a memo telling you not to drink the water? No. You're in the same boat with us. And that's why I've realized not to just get mad and attack them. Whether you know it or not, we're in the same boat together.
That's right.
This is ridiculous. And just because they've taught you to laugh at it and say it's a conspiracy theory, you can't do that. Let's take some calls. Okay. Dan in the Philippines, you're on the air with Robert Gaylon Ross.
Hello.
Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Wow. It's crazy to be on here. I've been only recently listening to the show, but
well, welcome, Dan. It's good to have you here with us. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's crazy. 10 plus years ago, I listened to you on the show, and I thought it was crazy. Seeing my brother watching on public access station. I'm from Austin, but I've been living in Manila for almost 4 years now, and I thought it was crazy. And so the last year plus, anyways, going on.
What woke you up?
Actually, it was partly my mom. I was watching Ron Paul back in the primary days. Had a vacation. I went back to the States and saw a video about Ron Paul. Then I saw Freedom to Fascism of Aaron Russo. Woke me up really well. And since then, I've just been kind of dabbling, and now I'm really going full at it right now. I left my company recently, and so as part
but see, right there is an example. People wouldn't listen to us 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Now they listen because everything we talked about is now coming true. Sir, what's your question for Robert Gaylon Ross?
Sadly, I don't have a question for him directly.
Well, that's fine. You're on air. Go ahead and make your point.
Okay. I don't have a point. I have a question. I saw a recent video about bracelets with microchips on them that are supposedly attached to your wrist, and I just have a question about this because it seems recent, and I haven't really been keeping up. But is this something? Can you describe this more to me about the bracelets on the wrist?
In fact, we'll play that. Guys, just YouTube the term taser bracelets. Homeland Security was proposing, and Homeland Security Board said, we think it's a good idea for every American, 5-year-old child, 80-year-old woman, 50-year-old black guy, 20-year-old white guy, everybody, to wear a taser bracelet. It's like the Running Man, almost around our neck, but around your wrist. Guilty until proven innocent. They've got the naked body scanners going in airports. Houston has them. You march your kids through, the government records their body on tape. Robert Gaylon Ross, your comment on the taser bracelets.
Well, it's just probably short of the next move to implant a sensor within your skin, within your wrist.
By the way, that's in the healthcare bill.
Right. And the point of that is they can tell where you are at any time. They can link it to money so that if you get out of line, they shut off your sensor so that you can't spend money. So that's the long-range plan, is to have some mechanism to absolutely control everything you do and know where you are at all times. And
it was 2 weeks before Tom Brokaw, and I appreciate your call from the Philippines, Dan. Good to have you on board. God bless you. It was right before Tom Brokaw retired. Right before Tom Brokaw was Tom Brokaw. And I've got the tape around here somewhere, and they were talking about Fallujah, where they have these checkpoints all around it, and you're given your ID card, and if you're ever caught without the ID card, you're killed on the spot. And he said it straight-faced on NBC News, Tom Brokaw, he said, and if they're caught without their card, they are executed. And that's the system.
That's right.
Stay there. We'll do one more segment with our guest, take a few more calls. Stay with us. Whole segment with Robert Gaylon Ross. I'm going to go through a news blitz, continue with your calls in the next segment. He's got a lot of new stuff at his website, 4RIE.com. You can also get some of his books and materials at Infowars.com. He's got something new, Who's Who of the Elite by Robert Gaylon Ross. They don't dare let us tell the people. It's a computer program, and it's got the entire background on the elites, the Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg, Skull and Bones, Council on Foreign Relations, 13,795 elite members in 58 nations. He's got stuff like the first minutes of the first Bilderberg meeting on here, really powerful material available, and his new book coming out in 2 weeks, What the Elite Have Done to America and How to Fix It. Let's take a few final calls for him. Jock in California, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Alex, it's a pleasure to be on with you, and it was so great to hear Charlie Sheen on your show yesterday. And since President Obama won't talk with Charlie about his 20 points on 9/11 or even acknowledge his letter, and since Popular Mechanics won't debate him live on his 20 points, and Larry King won't have him on, and no other major talk show will have Charlie on, I guess it's down to Meghan McCain, who said on The View on September 10th that she wouldn't take Charlie's political advice because of his experience with prostitutes. Meghan is ignoring Charlie's challenge to debate him as well as everybody else, but she has a blog called McCain Blogette, where anyone can comment, and I just wondered if it would be interesting if 1 million patriots wrote comments into...
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. People should go to Obama's press conferences. They should go to his press secretary's comments. I mean, when Charlie goes to the restaurant, it gets on TV. Okay? But here he is saying, I'm ready to go on TV to debate you guys. It'll get huge ratings. They won't touch it because he has the facts. He has the evidence. He has those 20 bullet points. And so the answer to their censorship is to only spread the material. I'm going to talk about it in the next segment even more. To get the material, to get the 20 minutes with the president, to get his video message at the top of Infowars.com, the 20 minutes with the president area, and to get it out to everyone. I appreciate your call. Let's take another.